Generals, gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to League of Legends. We are the Generals, gentlemen, myself being Ownage Machine.
And myself being Archon Hawk.
Once again, we are casting some solo queue matches here on OCE. And we are incredibly keen right now, Blake, because as we have probably been giving some signs of, you may have been able to tell so far, we have new recording gear.
They're awesome. These are the headsets used by the LCS casters. So, look, we're pretty psyched and we sound absolutely awesome in our opinion.
I'd like to think so. It means we can hear each other, we can hear the game sounds. We're getting keen. Getting keen as I'm definitely breaking my voice here, as we do have on the left-hand side here the Great Catsby as our Kale, Augers as our Lee Sin, Sleepy Desu as our Vladimir, Pet as our Janna, and lastly Amber as the Vayne.
On our red-hand side, we do have AKG Jun going to be running into the Great Gatsby there.
A bold move, Great Catsby will be getting a couple of Reckoning auto attacks there. Augers moving in as well, but Gatsby getting pretty low from Vegemite Slag. Interesting early engagement there.
Yeah, it was indeed. So, going to be backing off from this one for the moment, as we have a Psychologist on our Caitlyn, going for ya on the Amumu, FatCat on our Lulu, and Vegemite Slag you saw earlier on the Yasuo.
Yeah, Psychologist. I didn't realize he was actually in this game here. He is, of course, a local Perth player, and we do love seeing him in these games. So, what do you think about these team comps?
Look, now I can actually see which lanes people are going to, which is nice, because I was really tossing up. I mean, when you have an Akali, a Yasuo, and a Lulu on the same team, they can pretty much go wherever the hell they want. It looks like we'll have the Yasuo, I'm guessing mid, Akali top, and the Lulu support now. Look, the team comps are interesting on both sides. I don't really like the lack of knock-ups other than Wild Growth for Vegemite Slag's last breath. I would have preferred to see something else. It's a Great Gatsby does, in fact, ward that red buff. Might be either looking for a steal or at least letting them know that they're there.
I'm not exactly sure why. Kale's definitely not able to steal that one. And going against the lane against a Yasuo here, Kale has very, very good lane bully with both the Reckoning and her Righteous Fury. So do you think Yasuo's going to be able to deal against that?
I think Kale's definitely have a good time early with that Reckoning to start off with, and the range from the Righteous Fury should be able to work into that Yasuo, but I mean the engage potential and just the sustain coming out from Vegemite Slag can be nice. I think it should be a fairly even lane. It's going to depend on a few more jungler ganks. I mean, Vegemite Slag with that sweeping blade can engage, really heavily into the Great Gatsby, who might not be expecting it.
Yeah, but Great Catsby now with the return damage. Look at that Reckoning and the Righteous Fury really chunking down Vegemite Slag quite low, having to burn those mana pots, but still has his Doran's shield for that extra survivability in the lane. Yeah,
Doran's ring is pretty damn fantastic pickup, to be honest. You do burn through mana on that Kale. It's going for you. It does now pick up that blue buff and maybe heading, I'm guessing, probably not towards the bottom, given how push up we have FatCat and a Psychologist. Very heavy pushing lane, that Lulu Caitlyn.
Yeah, it's an interesting lane, isn't it? Lulu, Caitlyn, not someone you see often.
It's not. They do have a lot of range and a lot of poke, and they can be, pretty safe early on, especially against a Vayne Yana. There's a lot of kill potential.
But guess what? Going for Gate lands the bandage toss. Fantastic plays. Ignite ticking as well as the tears onto Grace Caspian, and that is a first blood. Going for you, picks that one up in the mid lane.
Fantastic timing with that minion wave. Allowed it to almost get within range.
Augers going in for a kill as well, but he's getting bursted down pretty hardcore here. The red buff will be extra DPS onto Augers, but backed away under his tower will use the Iron Will to get that health back off the
It's hard to gank a Yasuo when he's got that sweeping blade. He'll dash all around the place. You'll be like, can I just land my Sonic Wave, please? That'd be fantastic, but no. Going to allow it as a Psychologist and FatCat do push this lane up to the tower. Very nice move against Vayne. Don't want to let her get too fed on minions that early. And there is a pretty even CS despite that big push coming out from a Psychologist.
Pet running over a trap. Not exactly good for your physical appearance, but able to recover from that one in time. Sleepy Desu and AKG Jun in the top lane here. Jun just a little bit above in C. Wait, what? Oh, we have the wrong
yeah, swap them over. There we go.
Yeah, I mean, usually Vlad in the middle lane, it seemed reasonable to me, but Amber under the tower getting constantly harassed from not only the long-range auto attacks of our Caitlyn, but also just that Pillar Peacemaker. Amber going in, though. Oh, not doing a lot of damage there. Hasn't been leveling up her tumble, but there's a gank from Great Catsby. Does get hit, though, by the Whimsy, but not able to secure a kill by the looks of it. Just flashing out of trouble. Psychologist and FatCat out of mana.
Nice save there, and then Great Gatsby is still going in deep. FatCat does manage to force him off with those glitter lances, and it means the Great Gatsby going to be missing out on a fair bit of farm in that mid lane.
Going Foyer's back here to party in the top lane. Sleepy Desu gets caught, and a lot of damage over time here, running through the tiers. And again, that red buff, Jun on the side, wants to make something happen, flashes in, but Desu goes in with the Sanguine Pool, out of trouble.
Saving that Sanguine Pool for when the mark of the assassin actually hit means AKG couldn't get the mark off, and a lot less damage coming out. That was a fantastic save. As going for you may get caught.
Nice counter gank here, gets the cripple and Tempest. Sonic Wave, Resonating Strike, picks up a kill. Augurs now returning the favor in kind, 1 for 1 so far.
Fantastic counter gank coming out there. In the lane, we do have 1 for 1 at the moment with a slight gold lead, 300 gold to our red side.
Yeah, the mid lane's Vegemite Slag's actually doing pretty well for himself. Almost double the CS of the Great Gatsby on the Kale here. So definitely making this lane work for him wasn't actually what I was expecting, because Kale's just bully can be so much against melee range champions.
Yeah, it can definitely. I think level 1 to 3 he was fine, but after that, Vegemite Slag, he has just such good CS ability and gap close with that sweeping blade. Oh, look at that. Great Gatsby getting absolutely shredded and pushed out of lane. It's kind of the return damage that'll come out.
Oh, Augurs missed his Sonic away. Vegemite Slag on the wrong side of this minion here. He's getting pretty low. Ignite ticking. Gatsby picks that one up.
Out of position in the end there. You can get out of position, you know, playing that Yasuo, you dash too far forward and get caught out by a gank, because going for you does move into this mid lane to try and clear out. Yeah,
very, very bold move, and gets demolished by Augurs and Gatsby. Blue team now 3 kills against the 1 of red team, so looking pretty well. Gatsby now may push down this lane here. The Reckoning Fury, a Righteous Fury rather, is pretty good against towers.
Yeah, Augurs has got some pretty fantastic movement through the jungle. He's making these kills happen, being involved in all 3 of them so far. In that top lane there, we'd have Jun falling a little bit behind Sleepy Des. I mean, as an Akali before level 6, you do have a lot of trouble farming. He has been using that Twilight Shroud very effectively to farm up against Sleepy Desu, who's not really landing as many transfuses as he would like to try and poke down AKG Jun, who will, you know, of course, get a lot more roaming ability once she does ting that 6.
Spirit of the Elder Lizard finished here from Augurs, going to have a lot more damage now, especially because he just hit level 6, so a pretty scary power spike, though I've got to say I'm a little bit surprised he hasn't gone for boots, considering how mobile he's been in the jungles and how much sort of ganks and counter ganks he's been doing. I'm surprised he hasn't gone for boots.
You generally do see that Lee Sin going for boots, and even second tier boots, boots of mobility very, very quickly. I guess it's because he had enough money for that Spirit of the Elder Lizard. We're only 7 minutes into the game. That is such an early item to be built, because he has been involved in all these kills, as well as having equal CS pretty much to going for you.
Mid lane is both level 6. May see some pretty crazy team just rather 1v1 engagements. Not exactly team fights. No friends nearby just yet. That may change once our Amumu going for you moves in. Only level 5 just now digging it, so he's a little bit behind FatCat and Psychologist, though, pushing this bottom tower down pretty hardcore.
They've been pushing the whole time. Amber's farming very well. Didn't, in fact, start with that Doran Shield, something I'd like to mention, to avoid the sheer poke coming out from that Caitlyn Lulu lane. It was actually a good pickup in hindsight, has given her so much more survivability, as Augurs is off to the side, looking for either a blue steal or for Vegemite.
Jun moving in for the gank in the mid lane. Gatsby running for his life now. Augurs is on the side, pops the intervention. That's blown that ultimate. That's going to be a bit of a blow if they go for a dragon fight, which we may see going for you, getting caught by the Sonic Wave. Look at that damage here from Lee Sin. Bandage tosses onto the dragon. Not a good choice. Dragon doing a fair bit of damage and flashes over the dragon pit.
As we have Lee Sin chasing up with that guard, though.
Psychologist pretty low here, doing a lot of damage. Pet picks up the kill, though. Amber chunking down FatCat, going for you, going for the execute by the looks of it here. But look at that ward, no, minion jump rather, not even a ward jump, and that will not be an execute. Augurs picks that one up in the top lane.
Having to flash for that cripple.
Desu goes in, gets caught by the Ignite, and a lot of damage ticking. Akali picks it up. Hema Plague not quite getting the kill in return. In the bottom lane, Vegemite Slag still in the party. Monsoon knocks him back. Amber doing a fair bit of damage. There is a Silver Bolt's third stack. A lot of true damage here. Vegemite Slag trying to sweeping blade over the wall. Flashes for the last auto attack. Nice plays, Amber. FatCat now. He's in trouble as well. The tower, will it save him? Amber may dive this one. Nope. Decides to play it safe.
Going to be backing off. Oh, the Storm taking up most of that damage there for Amber, who's been playing really, really well. Did pick up that build toward a Cutlass first, giving her just so much dual ability. That level 6 Vayne is very, very dangerous.
And a fantastic dragon timing there. Everyone from the red team had to back off. They were too weak, not able to contest that one. Free Dragon for our blue team, and that will secure a 3-kill gold. Going for you, being incredibly ballsy here. Has to pop that Curse the Sad Mummy, but Augur's going in with the Resonating Strike. Bandage tossing over the Wolves. Will it be enough? No boots going for you, but deciding to let him survive. Going to steal the blue buff instead.
May force Augurs to smite it away. I'm not sure who that went to. I think it went to Augurs in the air. Yeah, Augurs going to be picking up that blue buff. So that's a nice steal by our red side. It's going to suck for Vegemite Slag. Not too important having that blue buff, but still can be very, very nice in the lane.
It also helps out the Amumu jungle, because Amumu is a very mana-intensive champion, with the tears, the constant shred there with his E. But basically, without the blue, he may not be able to spam his abilities just as much as he would like to.
Yeah, you generally see him taking, the first couple of blues, whereas your average jungle actually gives it over to the mid lane at the second blue. Because he is so mana intensive, does need to use those tears a lot as well as the Ravage.
The E, yep.
Yes, I'll remember it in a second. Oh, what is it called?
Tantrum!
Tantrum, fantastic. Don't you just hate it when you forget ability names? It's the worst.
See, the secret is you refer to it as E and hope they don't notice that you've got the abilities.
See, that would be way better than just taking a shot at it.
That's what I did. I played it safe there. And look, in the bottom lane, Psychologist doing so much ranged poke here, constantly poking, but still below in CS. Amber actually 6 CS above, despite how far zoned they've been. So fantastic CSing from Amber.
Yeah, it's been pretty great. Pet doing a good job, as well as making sure Amber gets all of the CS. Yeah, being ahead at this point when I Psychologist is trying as hard as he can to push up is nice. As we do have Augurs off to the side now, looking for that mid lane.
It looks like he may find it. No wards here from Vegemite Slag. He's pretty close to his tower, though. Jumps in onto Augurs. He's so close. So there is the wind wall. Not sure why, because Kale doesn't have any projectiles.
Does Reckoning count as a projectile, or...? It does count for Sonic Wave. I mean, it would count for the Sonic Wave coming out from Augurs. Yeah. So I guess it would avoid that. But it was a good job using the Sweeping Blade to actually jump to our Lee Sin to avoid getting Dragon kicked the hell away. So
yeah, mobility boots on our Amumu. So going for you really wants to make this aggressive gang. Gets caught again by Sonic Wave. Nice work from Augurs. Vegemite trying to come to his rescue, but Catsby's there blocking his best efforts, and that will be a dead Amumu. Tower diving may be the course of action. Just kidding, backs away.
The Tempers actually missed there, was out of range, which means not enough follow-up damage, or the slow coming out onto going for you, who will survive this one. He's not been having a very, very fun time. 1-3-0, being getting counter-jungled and ganked very, very hard by Augurs on the Lee Sin. It's really where going for you will come into his own when he starts getting those Curse of Sad Mummies. We start seeing team fights around the Dragon area. Yeah,
Augurs definitely playing this one well here. He still only has the Elder Lizard, so still no boots. Probably will get those at his next back, which I would hope be quite soon, considering at the moment he currently has 1.6 thousand gold. So a fair bit banked up, which, he really needs to get those boots because it just speeds up his jungling times. He doesn't have to, take as long to walk everywhere.
Yeah, Great Gradspeed did actually start double Dorans in that mid lane now as he starts to move towards that Nash's 2. Vegemite Slag on the other hand, getting the Avarice Blade, starting to move towards that static shift, which is great on to him because that the Sweeping Blade, he's going to get the hits onto all of the minions to get the clear going, as well as the fact that he gets double crit chance thanks to his fantastic passive. Picking up that Null Magic Mantle as well. Going to give him much better laning against the Great Gatsby, taking a bit less damage.
Blade of the Ruined King onto our Vayne Amber, and both ults available in the bottom lane. We may see some crazy engagements here. I would go for engagement because with the power spike, you're comparing a Blade of the Ruined King against a BF Sword and a Vamp Scepter. You really should make those engagements happen because I think Vayne and the Jano could definitely win this one.
Yeah, Psychologist can be quite far behind because she hasn't finished that Bloodthirster yet. Doesn't have any of the bonus stacks up, so I would definitely give the engagement to Pet and Amber at this point.
If they decide to go for it, going for you is maybe going to run into the red buff here. Gorga's going for a pretty aggressive counter jungle, but I think he's feeling pretty scared right now. He's going to back away. I think it's caught there by the Banish Toss, and there is Vegemite Slag as well, kicking him back out of trouble. Catsby jumping in. Intervention a little bit too soon there, but we'll keep Augurs alive for now. Sleepy Death is into the party as well. Hema Plague only connecting onto Vegemite Slag. He's getting pretty low though. It may take for the kill. Catsby picks it up. Augurs gets taken out by June. Going for you, has to flash over the wall. Fortunately, no golems to finish him off. June now trying to chase out and assassinate Catsby, but can she survive this one? Double kill for June, and now she's by herself quite low. One more transfuse, picks it up.
So ended up going down now. There's a 2-for-2 exchanges. Amber takes down a psychologist in that bot lane. FatCat wasn't even there at the time. Must have got caught very, very much out of position.
Yeah, I don't know there, but that will probably secure this bottom outer turret for our blue team. Playing this one well here at the moment. Pretty much a 5k gold lead. And once that go down, it will of course be even more. So Greats Catsby now has the Nash's Tooth finished. Going to have a lot more attack speed, which is just fantastic for those Righteous Fury.
Yeah, for those Righteous Fury hits, that's where a lot of the burst for our Kale and Greats Gatsby actually comes from. Vegemite Slag, on the other hand, has finished that static shiv, so despite, you know, the kill deficit in the mid lane, he's going to have much better wave clear and pushing as well as damage now.
Yeah, finally getting that outer top turret. So blue team now 2 turrets ahead. Going to have even more map control and freedom to roam around the map. Ogre's going for another blue invade. So just very, very aggressive jungle players. Really wants to take away these buffs. Catsby may even pick this one up.
Yeah, he does manage to pick it up. This is not going well at all. Not good timers for our red team is going for you. Looking for that blue buff. You're a little bit late there, buddy. Mistimed your back. A Psychologist and FatCat may actually secure this bot lane turret, though.
They're going to get caught here. Those who have Ogres moving in for the engage. Nice kick. A Psychologist back by himself on the side. Howling Gale knocks him up for now. FatCat trying to get out of trouble here. Amber duels down and finishes off our Caitlyn. A free kill with the tower still standing.
Excellent Dragon Kick coming out there. Vegemite Slag will be looking for the mid lane tower to get something back from it, but at the same time, Blue will be going for this Dragon, going for you. I don't think you can contest this one.
Smite was not available for going for you. So definitely no chance of a Dragon Steal there. There is the blue middle outer turret wind wall in the way, but we'll actually knock him up with the last stack of Steel Tempest.
You're going to be running away from this one, but Ogres may actually land on him with a Sonic Wave.
Reckoning for the slow and the Sonic Wave connecting. That's going to be an easy kill here. Howling Gale not able to knock up our Amuma going for you. Will be under tower with the help of FatCat and even a Psychologist.
Nice work there, blue team. They're pulling way, way, way ahead in this game. 6k gold lead, and they have a really nice team for pushing down towers. They've got that Vayne. They got great Gatsby. He's going to be chunking down as well as they just try and keep pushing.
Look at this, such good picking they have. They're able to catch targets, not quite get those kills, but get them down to about half HP and no heals coming out. There's an engagement, Monsoon and Curse the Sad Mummy. A very bold move here, but that will be a kill from both of these teams, and there goes Akali and even Caitlyn off. FatCat now looking pretty low. Whimsy just timed off. Transfusion able to pick him up, but intervention will save our Desu here. Amber looking pretty low. Tower shot connects, barrier just in time.
Excellent work, Amber. Will probably work out of this one as Grapsy goes for it, but FatCat may get caught out.
Look at that tower just chunking down everyone, but a double kill onto Amber. This tower may pick someone up. Oh, Amber has to get the Eye of the Storm and survives that one.
Nice tower juggling there with the Eye of the Storm there onto Amber and Blue. Wow, that engagement. I'm pretty sure there was like 6 kills as we do have going for you, just missing that bandage toss. There's really just not enough wave clear from red team. It's just going to allow blue to keep pushing in and just find these picks. That intervention is going to be so powerful for the dives of Sleepy Desu. Yeah,
I think the issue that we've had for our Amuma going for you is he just hasn't been tanky enough. Not only has he been so behind, but he also decided to go for those mobility boots first. So that meant that for so long in this game, he just hasn't had any tankiness and just hasn't been able to sort of tank those team fights. Gets bursted down way too fast. Fortunately for him, he's now finished the Spirit of the Ancient Golem, so we'll have, you know, a little bit more HP, but not really enough when you look at the damage items coming out of our blue team.
Yeah, as well as the fact, I mean, Curse the Sad Money relies on your whole team kind of engaging after you. When you have the Monsoon available onto Pet, going for you goes in, lands that Curse the Sad Money, and Pet just pops the Monsoon, and all of your team gets knocked back. And blue team starts healing up, and it's pretty much an ult blown on either side, with the Curse of Sad Money just not being useful enough.
Yeah, especially because Curse is a snare Psychologist.
Oh, what? That hit! Get out of here. Yeah, right, please.
It did hit, but there is, like, a lot of times a delay. Like, there's a lot of times when an ability connects and it damages them at the summoner portal. But, anyway, in the top lane, Sleepy Desu and June will have a bit of a duel here. Oggs will move in and scare the hell out of our Akali. 1v2, not the odds you want to be in here, especially with that scary, scary Lee Sin. June now trying to go for engagement here. Going for, he's moving in, but look at the burst gets taken out. They're slowed by the Reckoning. Flashes over our wall. Desu moving a nice bandage onto the last minion. Vegemite Slag Psychologist in this fight now as well. There is intervention available if need be. Nice Monsoon splitting them all apart here. Pets though in the middle of this fight. Psychologist getting chunked down. There is the curse, but the intervention as well to meet that one in kind. Wild Growth making Psychologist really quite large, but not large enough to keep her alive in this fight. FatCat will get ticked by the Hema play. Transfuse picks it up, and all of a sudden, red team falling to the ground. Gatsby.
Oh, Gatsby's just going to dive under Going For You and destroy him.
That attack speed you can see is quite powerful. The exhaust onto Vegemite Slag. Will it save him? Pet now going a little bit too deep into that one. A double kill for our Yasuo.
Yeah, look, probably not the best dive you've ever seen, but at this point, Blue is just so far ahead, it doesn't matter. Sleepiness having that Abyssal Scepter. Here's the Giant's Belt. Is a ridiculous amount of AP, as well as the fact he has increased health, which is going to give him more AP.
Amber and June, but June is a good assassin against a Vayne here, trying to tumble out of trouble. There is the ultimate final hour, though. Will it be enough to peel? Nope. The
Mark of the Assassin?
Well, damage of... Yeah, I don't know.
Damage over time, or was it the actual throw? Was it the...
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure what it was, but does secure the Assassinate there as Vegemite Slag. Make it chunked by this Ignite. No. Survives.
Blue team giving several free kills there, getting a little bit overconfident. Great Gatsby, speaking of overconfident, will return to the fight with 3 stacks on her Majay Soul Stealer.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you know you're being confident when you have a Soul Stealer. I mean, yeah, look.
Well, I guess
it's interesting.
On Kayle, it's not exactly a bad item because not only is she getting a fair bit of kills, she's on 5 kills at the moment, but also she's going to get a lot of assists because of, her heal, her AoE with the Righteous Fury. So it wouldn't exactly be hard for her to get those stacks. Yeah,
it wouldn't as long as she doesn't die. I mean, with the intervention available, she could just be totally dog and just go, yeah, I'll just intervention myself, just make sure I get as many stacks on my Magi as possible. Doesn't matter if you guys die. This game slows down a little bit and we just see more and more CS in the mid lane here for Amber, who's pulled about 30 ahead of a Psychologist.
21 minutes 30 on the clock with a 11k gold lead for our blue team. Going for you, moving. Amber getting quite caught here. Where is the curse not popping it on cooldown? That would be why, but not even going for the banish toss either. Yeah,
no, deciding that they probably couldn't get the kill onto Amber's Vayne there. As well as the fact Sleepy Des is incredibly tanky AP. He's pretty damn dangerous at the moment and the real damage dealer on the side of blue.
The Rileys is a fantastic pick onto Sleepy Des because it means that everyone in Hema play and the Sanguine Pool will be AoE slowed, so they can really slow down the team. And there is... Oh, just kidding! There is a banish toss, but Monsoon in your face. Nope, no engagement for you. Going for you, but still blowing an ultimate for a Q. Yeah, that could go bad now if he can do it again.
Yeah, definitely. Given the Curse of the Sad Money wasn't actually popped, it probably wouldn't be better to let it pop and then pop the Monsoon once the rest of the team tries to engage off that. As Psychologists try and force Blue off this tower, but it's only a matter of time before they start chunking it down.
Yeah, but nice reflexes, I've got to say, from Pet. And we do see Split pushing from Amber, but again, June versus Amber getting burst down. Assassins do that, but in the mid lane, a huge engagement. There is all kinds of ultimates being burned. Gatsby getting quite low and gets taken out, but Blue really romping through this team fight here. Psychologist will get taken out, perhaps. Yep, FatCat may be able to finish this one off. Oh, under tower. That was a bold move, but
the Ida Storm almost saving there. As we did see, I think Amber just successfully fight off June.
What? How?
Just the sheer amount of damage, as well as the fact she has the Blade of the Ruined King, and she's getting the stacks on the Silver Bolts. I mean, it's just a lot of damage to try and deal with.
Yeah, I guess the Phantom Dancer makes her peel really well because Tumble, the stealth that you get when you use the final hour and Tumble, and then the movement speed of a Phantom Dancer, it's pretty mobile. You can peel pretty well with that.
You can is going for you, looks for something in Jun. Also going into Amber again, but doesn't get exhausted.
Round number 2 here, but a little bit unfair odds though for our Akali. And definitely not feeling too good about that one, but Yasuo is in there. So is a banish toss, but surrendering just at a crucial moment. Blue team balling that one hard, picking up our victory.
Extremely hard. A lot of it was due to Ogre's early lane aggression, just got so many kills and forced his laners to actually win in situations where they might not have. So, and that just steamrolled from there, got all the objectives, got the dragons, got everything they needed.
Yeah, I don't know what was more important, the fact that Ogre's was just so successful, or the fact that going for you was so unsuccessful. basically the two of them combined, it really goes to show that junglers are so important. I think it goes to show as well, and another thing is that, like, why you don't see many Amumu's in competitive players, because he's just so easy to shut down.
Oh, it definitely is.
He's great in team fights, sure, if he can, you know, do pretty well, but if he gets shut down, he has a hard time really keeping up and catching up. But I think that'll wrap this one up, unless you have any last words.
No, that's pretty much it. It's been fun.
Alrighty, well, thank you for watching, and we have quite enjoyed our new casting gear. It's good
awesome
for our egos and our self-esteem.
Extremely so.
So, until next time, we're the Generals, gentlemen.
Bye.
Catch you later.